Buckle up, sports fanatics. This is the Sports Chasers Podcast, your HQ for in-depth sports talk. Join host Kevin L. Warren and crew as they dissect the hottest stories, ignite debates, and bring you closer to the action. From locker room whispers to expert takes, we cover it all. It's game time, so strap in and grab a drink. The Sports Chasers Podcast starts right now.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up? What's happening, everybody? It's another edition of the Sports Chasers Podcast coming to you live and direct. It's a Thursday night, October 16th, 2025, man. It's 7:07 out here in the East. And we're glad to be with you tonight, man. Before we start, hey, make sure you like, click, and subscribe to our channel. Make sure you hit the bells for all the wonderful notifications. And those that are listening to my sound of my voice that are driving, hey, give us that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star review, 5-star review. Love us or hate us. And man, y'all been hating on the DA this week, man, about his takes on college football, the AP 25, man. He's made a bunch of people mad. He's made Indiana fans mad. He's made you name it, he's made them mad. Notre Dame, you name it, he's made them mad. So hey, keep the comments coming, whether you're on YouTube, TikTok, what else we on? Hey, we're streaming on. Hey man, tonight we are on TikTok tonight. X, Facebook, Twitch, all of our channels, man. Make sure you check us out, man. Make sure you check us out, man. So, hey, let's meet the crew. Hey, we got D-Dubs with us tonight, man. What's going on tonight, sir? How you doing, sir?
What up, man? We're doing good. Doing good. Thursday night, man. You know, got a main man, Alvin. Got that Blue Jays hat. They got some power last night, boy.
Got some power last night, man. Glad to be here, man. Glad to be here.
Yeah. Alvin's with us today. Tonight, Alvin's our MLB contributor, man. He comes on, man. Alvin's been on every Thursday, man, talking about baseball. He will be here until the World Series, and then when the World Series is over, man, we'll do some hot stove league talk, man, as they do.
Yes, sir.
I don't think it's as prevalent as it used to be back in the days, man, but we got some moves, man. So,
yeah.
Go ahead, Alvin. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, man. It's been a pretty good divisional or championship, series here with the Seattle Blue Jays. Now it look like the Brewers are trying to fight back here. But last night, yeah, speaking on the Blue Jays, man, yeah, they showed some fight last night, man. Like we were speaking before we got started here. I was surprised. I was taken back when J-Rod hit that 2-run bomb. I was like, oh, here we go again, man. Here we go. But man, they rallied back. Jimenez in the second inning, the number 9 hitter, man, he hit that 2-run bomb to tie it up, and from there they just took off, man.
They took off.
And I was impressed. They are alive. Blue Jays are alive and dangerous. If that makes it. It's not like we just won. This is not a outlier, man. The back's just been quiet here these them first couple games, but man, when it's on, but I also believe that Seattle had the bats too now. They have showcased that throughout the playoffs, especially not throughout the playoffs, but the first 2 games. Detroit quieted them, but I still think they have enough talent and bats, to still make this a competitive series. I think that's going to be I think that one's going long, man. I think that one's going 7, in my opinion. I don't know if I want it because I just want to see more baseball, but in my opinion, I think it's going 7, in my honest, humble opinion. Yeah. But it was good to see.
Teams like this, I think you might definitely get a 7.
Yeah, it was good to see Vlad get off the snide. He'd been struggling these first couple games, but you knew that wasn't going to last long, man. You see what he did against the Yankees earlier. So
they was talking junk about him in the Yankees. They was like, "Yo, he's a Yankee killer," but that's about it.
yeah, which he is, but he shows you also like he's more than a Yankee killer. He's a baseball killer. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's big time, man. But I'm happy to see J-Rod ball too, man. I think he has stardom all written all over him, man. Absolutely. And he has shown out these first 3 games for Seattle, him and Polanco. So it's been a pretty good series so far, man. Can't complain.
Let me walk you back towards the divisional series. I know we didn't get a chance to cap because you only come on once a week, man. But going back to the divisional series, let's start with the Phillies and well, how the Phillies got out of here between the Dodgers, man, and that was tough to watch and to take that last that out.
Last play. Yeah.
When the Dodgers won the walk-off on pretty much a fielder's choice.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
That was that thing, man. That play hurt me, and I'm not a Phillies fan. It was hard for me to even sleep that night, man, because that was the last time we was on. I think, right? I think that was last Thursday, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
Yeah, man. I felt bad for Philly fans, which you shouldn't never. But at the end of the day, I mean, they don't want so much. I understand it's not the Philadelphia Phillies per se,
Right.
but city of Philadelphia. But either way, man.
Oh yeah, I was happy. But go ahead.
A lot of people was happy. You know, it's just I just like I was saying, I was on that series. I was also wishing for a 5-game series, you know. But the way they lose, man, I don't even know if he would have got him out. He would have got him out, but that still doesn't mean that they was going to win that game. The game was tied, you know.
It was tied up, right?
The play before what I would say the manager decision before that, prior to that, walking Ohtani when he's been on this horrendous slump and getting to Mookie, and Mookie just being the professional batter that he is. What a great at bat! Walked in the time run, and then you bring in the guy from the bullpen, man, and you see the ball hit right to him, and you can see the pressure. You could just feel it before the action ever took place. You could just feel the pressure when he got up. You could feel the nervousness, and he didn't even look to first base. He wasn't even trying to look to first base.
Even with his catcher told
wanting to
that
first
way.
Base.
Yeah.
And
go that way.
Yeah, the adrenaline rush and the nerves, man.
It took over.
It just took over, man. The crowd and just playoffs, man. And I feel bad for the kid, though, man. You know, but hopefully he'll bounce back. But that was a devastating play, man.
Felt bad for the kid. Enough respect to the manager that gave him a hug after the
right.
You know what I'm saying? That, you know, you messed up, but you know, it ain't the end. But it's tough. That ending was tough.
It's not bad as Buckner, which, well, you know, the ball hits between the legs. But the crazy thing about that play, that didn't end the series, right? They still had Game 7. This one actually was the last play. That was it.
That was it.
That was it, man. And man,
ain't no tomorrow.
There ain't no tomorrow. That's a hard winner. That's a hard winner he got ahead of him, man.
Like you said, man. If people revisionists in history with the Mets, the '86 series against the Red Sox, that was only Game 6.
That was only Game 6, yeah.
And if I think correctly, I think the Red Sox got out to an early lead the next game.
In Game 7.
Game 7.
They did.
I was like, oh, shoot.
Forget about that series, man. Yeah. You know, you see that so many times with that series. Just jumping off of this real quick, you see that so many times, and you thinking that was the last game, but that was actually
That's how it's perceived. Yeah, that's how it's perceived, but it's not. Yeah, it wasn't. And with that though, the the bats on Philadelphia let them down. Bryce Harper, where were you? You know what I mean? Schwarb got off a couple games, you know what I mean? But in the big spot, especially that last game, what was that, Game 3? Game 3, man. Game 4, sorry. But man, come on, guys. They didn't step up in big time position. They had the actual timely hitting wasn't there for them, you know, and for you to hold the Dodgers to 1 run through 9, man, you got to come on.
Yeah.
What more can you ask for from your pitcher, man?
You can't.
Your pitching staff balled out.
Right.
So I think I put a lot of the onus on the bats, but unfortunately, that's not how society works. They just got to remember that last play, and it is what it is.
Do you think? I think I said this last Thursday. The Phillies remind me of the Ravens. All this potential, and they're supposed to be right there, and they're supposed to, and they only, they get there that one time, and they never look like they get
and got the talent.
What do you think is the Phillies window? Is it closing? Is Schwarber? Well, go ahead. Let me answer that first question. I'll do my follow up.
It's closing, but it's not completely shut. And what I mean by that, it's going to be changed. It's not going to look like this year's Phillies team. Like Castellanos probably 9 out of 10 won't be there. Schwartz, I think they're going to re-sign, even though he's a free agent. I think they're going to re-sign Schwartz. they're getting older, man. That's the other part of it. Like, I mean, they in their 30s now. You know, when they put this band together, they was at the late 20s. They was all coming into their prime. You know, now the band is getting a little older, and unfortunately for them, they in the National League with the Dodgers. You know, and they willing to make any type of moves. So to answer your question, I don't think the window has actually closed. I think they're just going to make some changes, and it's going to be some key changes for them to win for here and the foreseeable future. But I think they have missed their best opportunities to actually, go further and win the World Series, in my humble opinion. But like I say, I don't think it's all the way close. But you're getting older, man. I mean, get a little longer at the tooth.
Yeah,
longer in the tooth.
Yeah.
So, do they have any notable free agents? You mentioned
Schwarb and what is it? Not Sanchez, but Suarez, the pitcher, the left hand. Yeah, they got two. Them the two notable ones. And I think they're gonna sign Schwarb back, but I think Suarez, he's gonna be too expensive, in my opinion. And I think they got enough pitching to cover that, though.
Right.
Not saying he's a great pitcher.
Yeah.
But I think they got it with Sanchez, obviously. Wheeler be back, Nola will be, hopefully fully healthy also. And, they got pitching.
Yeah.
So I don't think they'll re-sign Suarez, but I think they're going to re-sign. He probably going to get like 4 or 5 year, 100 plus, to be honest with you, which is going to be a gamble because I think he's 33, 34, if I'm not mistaken. But like I say, he's a DH too, though, right? So you're not really dependent on him to play, in the field. So that big left bat, that big softball bat is still going to be there. You know what I mean? And he got at least 3 good, more solid, productive years before he actually fall off the cliff, in my opinion. But I just think that you still have Trey Turner there and Brome at third, and I think that decision at third base with Brome, he might not be there, in my opinion. But you still have the nucleus with Turner, Harper, and Schwarber, but Castellanos won't be there either. He's a free agent, but I don't think he's a key. He won't be there. Yeah.
Another club also in the NLDS, the Cubs. Your thoughts on the Cubs? They bowed out to the Brewers. The Brewers were the best team in baseball whole year.
That was true. Yeah, record wise.
Yeah.
But Cubs, Horton, man, I think the injury to Horton, they big ace hurt them. Right. If he was there coming in, I think they would. And I think they would have got the Brewers, in my opinion. But their future is bright, man. They're young.
Yeah.
PCA fell off. I think he was at one point, man. He was having a MVP type run before the All-Star break. After the All-Star break, he fell off the cliff a little bit. You know what I mean? Michael Bush got off. Ian Happ still, he was up and down, but he's consistent. Dansby Swansby, he's still good. I think they're solid, man. And they got some bats coming from the minors. I just think Horton, that injury came at the wrong time, man. I think if Horton, they took them to game, 5?
Yeah.
Without him, I think if he was there, I think it would have been a different story, but I don't still think they have a quality enough. Their lineup is not long enough to beat like the teams like the Dodgers per se, but I think it was long enough to beat the Brewers with a healthy pitching staff. I like the back end of their bullpen. Everything is there for them, man. They just got clipped by a good team, which is the Brewers are a good team. You know what I mean? They play each other so much, so they know each other, like the back of their hand. And then on top of that, man, it's just untimely injuries, man, with Horton, man. Horton is a dog, man. Horton was I think he was recruited to go to Oklahoma to play quarterback also, out of high school, but he chose obviously baseball, and he's a big time arm, and he was dealing, especially after that All-Star break, man. And them injuries, man, right there, right before, October hit, and it's just unfortunately, man. I think they'll be back. They gonna make some noise, but Tucker will be gone. I don't think they'll re-sign Tucker. Tucker out of there.
Got you. I know we're moving to the teams that got eliminated in the divisional series. I'm going to move on to the I'll move on to the New York Yankees. Hold on one second. Let me you can unmute them when you get a chance, D, please. To the New York Yankees. Joe Sherman, he wrote this in the New York Post today. The Yankees had some kind of meeting today. I guess how can I say it? They had some meeting for the end of the whatchamacallit, their series. So let me just read it real quick. It says here, Joe Sherman frames the Yankees as the perennial red zone Yankees, a franchise that repeatedly comes close but fails to cross the finish line. Despite high expectations and championships or bust mandates, leadership changes are minimal. General Manager Brian Cashman and Manager Aaron Boone remain at the helm. Coaching tweaks are mostly cosmetic. Bullpen, hitting, first, third base coaches won't return, but core philosophies remain. Anthony Volpe season was hampered by a torn labrum in his left shoulder. He's had surgery, and Boone says it will delay his return 4 months to hit and 6 months before driving the ball. It said Boone admits that he can't articulate what will convince skeptics that this version of the Yankees can ever be the last team standing. Sherman connects the Yankees' plight to a real shift, teams that broke long stretches of fertility, this so by evolving, not doubling down on the sameness. And there was a report last week, I think, Al, me and DA and you, we was talking about that, how the Yankees are still using this, what is this, the analytical tool.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much their mantra. Go ahead and talk about it, man. That was Joe Sherman from the Post.
Yeah, I seen the news on Volpe earlier this week, man. I knew he had to be dealing with something. I mean, errors.
You said it a couple months ago. You said, you gotta be hurt, man.
Yeah, something had. Yeah, I mean, for you to fall off like that, man. I mean, his bat hasn't always been lively, but you could always depend on Volpe in the field, and this year you couldn't. So I guess they was covering that up a little. He was, or the organization, either one. He was dealing with something. But either way, back to your question, yeah, man. They built off of power, man, and analytics. They just built off of power and analytics. Is we going deep, or we're walking, or we striking out. That's it. That's you know what I mean? That's them. You know, it's not a lot of. If you're looking at these playoffs, as you keep, looking at these teams that's advancing, they got multiple style of hitters. You know what I mean? You got a power bat in the middle, a couple power bats in the middle, then you got some contact hitters, you got some speed. You know what I mean? You got some guys who take good at bats, who's gonna take 2 or 3. Draw a lot of different. Consists of a lot of pitches coming their way by sitting in the box, fouling balls off, and et cetera, et cetera. The Yankees, it's either we going deep, we striking out, or we walking. And then when we get on base, we got probably 1, maybe 2 players in the lineup that maybe could steal. If that Judge don't steal no more,
nope.
Them days over, it look like, which is understandable. Which is understandable. I mean, he's getting older, and plus you're not paying him steal bases, right?
Not anymore.
Volpe could steal, but he's not getting on base, so and then the analytics side of it, they don't bunt, they don't believe in bunting, they don't believe in sacrifice fly, they don't believe in none of that, man. It's either going deep, we got 1 man on, no outs, and we need to get them over, they still swinging for the fences. That's just the way they play, and it's been that way for the last 4 or 5 years, and it catches up with them. It catches up with them in October. It's sustainable through 162 games. You could power your way through you got enough power to get through the division every year. Except for this year, you didn't win it. But at the end of the day, you still was right there. I mean, you tied. You just lost the tiebreaker, right, with the Blue Jays. But yeah, but when you get into crunch time, playoff baseball, you need all facets of baseball, man. And and they don't have it. They just don't have it. The pitching staff next year is going to be remarkable.
Yep.
Yeah.
With Slits, and then you got
young kid from this year, and Cole
coming back. Freed's coming back. You know what I mean? Gil will probably be more healthier. Yep. It's going to be phenomenal. You know what I mean? But if you go keep that same strategy or philosophy, I should say, we just slugging. Good luck, man.
That's to me a matter of
Yeah. Good luck with that one.
Darryl was talking about this with other sports. Playoff coaches, playoff managers that win in that way, in that part of the year, and win championships. They have a strategy for that. Like the Dodgers is in cruise control all year this year. Oh man, the Brewers are this and that and that and this. I'm like, yeah, all right, but when the playoffs come, they will. He's to the good for real right now. Because last year he pitched 8 dudes in one game to win.
Yeah, but they wasn't healthy. They
but
weren't
now
healthy at all last year.
He got dudes dropping full games. So they're just getting healthy at the right time. They got all kinds of bats. They'll figure out a way, to get a run over. No one's not willing to just hit a ground ball to move a dude from second to third. Everybody's down to do it. But I do say on the other side of this, and I'm not being a Yankee apologist at all, but y'all know I'm all about that business. So I think for the Yankees, what happened with them is a casual fan has killed us, because as long as you can pack people in the stadium with this home run thing, yeah, they'll complain when we get bumped out the playoffs, but they're going to keep doing what's going to keep butts in the seats. And like I say all the time, not every owner is looking to win a championship. They may talk that game, but the championship they trying to win is in the boardroom. So as long as the Yankees is making money for somebody, man, listen, when people stop coming, then they'll switch it up. But for right now, I'm with you, Al. I agree 100%, but I just know as a team, and this is going back to being a kid, the Yankees have always, even though George would do whatever he had to do to try to win.
Yes, he did.
He always wanted to have people in those seats, regardless.
Well, yeah, because at the end of the day, in every sport, man, basketball, football, baseball, hockey, whatever sport you want to name, at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, man, fundamentals win. It's going to come down to your fundamentals. I know you're talented. I know the Dodgers are more talented than any team in baseball. That's obvious, man. They spend the most. We get that. But at the end of the day, the fundamentals of the game
have to be there.
Man, it's all there with them, man. Like the actual play, not the last play of that series, but what was it, game 2 in Philadelphia when they put on the wheel play on the bunt. They spoke on Muncie spoke on it on another podcast. He was like, when we came and met on the mound, Mookie Betts like, we go put on the wheel play.
Yeah.
The manager didn't tell them that. They never did it. Dave Robson Doc didn't tell them that at all to do. He didn't instruct them to do that. They say they haven't did that since spring training. But as soon as Mookie say we finna put on the wheel play, everybody in the infield knew exactly what to do.
Knew what to do.
You know what I mean? And they didn't botch it. I mean, it wasn't even a perfect throw, Muncie to bet at third base, but just the fundamentals of the game, man. And it's
another
just
thing
that's
that. Go ahead, Al. Sorry.
And then the Yankee, not to pick on the Yankees, it's just like defensive lapse, man. It killed you. It killed you last year, and it killed you this year.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that something we talk about in a lot of sports, man. Scouting and coaching. Like Tomlin said, coaches ain't willing to coach no more, and we got to scout the right players. Right, we have to pull the right players onto the team, whether it's scouting from the minors or scouting from other teams to get guys that are, can fit a winning type of program. But again, that only happens if from the top down they understand that. They understand that, hey guys, look out here, let's see who's winning, and maybe we need to do this. But like I said, I always say, man, I say with the Knicks, man, the reality is that we can say that all we want, but if they're like, nah, we good, we got it. We averaging 25 grand, a home game, and they're here to see that. That's what business people think. Al, for working at TIAA, man, they do what the business people, maybe not what's best for the business, entirely, but first things first is, hey, man, because it's not like it's that hard to change this up in a year or two. You got scouts, and if your scouts ain't doing right, you can hire other scouts. You get the people in place to get the players that you need to do the things that you're supposed to do based upon what you're seeing, the template of other teams that win.
That's a fact.
Don't want to do it. It ain't gonna happen.
For those that didn't know what the wheel play was, at the bottom of the screen is scrolling. It's based.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No, you're good. Go ahead and take it away with how's the wheel play?
Yeah. So basically, the wheel play is you have your third base. Obviously, your third. You got your short. Then you got your second. Then your first. So the wheel play is when the batter actually lay down that bunt, your corners are coming in. Your corners are coming in. Your first baseman and your third baseman are coming in, and your second, they're coming hard too. And your second baseman is rolled into the third, the cover third, and then your shortstop's going to third, the cover third base, and then your second baseman's running to first, to cover first. Everybody's rolling hard. It's like a wheel. It's going around just like a wheel. Only thing that's open is second base, but nobody's worried about second base because nobody's running to second base, right?
Right.
And therefore, it's a play that you learn when you use a peewee, basically. When you use,
that and the cutoff.
Right? But a lot of teams, they cannot, use that play because the fundamentals are out the game in certain organizations. You haven't been using that play that's a college drill, man. Like we do that. They do that in college. You don't do that in Major League Baseball. That's supposed to be a little bit lower level, cool for school, basically.
I noticed in this MLB playoffs, man, there's been a lot of fundamental lapses going on. Lapses and some fundamentals that are put in play. So you're right. You totally.
And the teams that you see that's still alive,
they do it
like
right.
Top tier of defensive level. You know what I mean? So you're right.
It's all in between here, man. And if you take care of that right there, that mental part of it, man, you got it all. You got a halfway beat.
Yeah.
Like every sport, man.
But
no one cares about defense.
Yeah.
You just want to see offense. No one cares about defense.
Yeah.
Well, every sport they say that. Right? Every sport.
But with baseball, that's the only sport that you can't score on defense. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, you can't pick it off and score, or you can't get a turnover and go to the other end and hit a layup. Or baseball, you are preventing runs, and that's the key because you don't score enough runs.
And that's the exciting part. So if you're a defensive person, to see a double play or a triple play, if you're a defensive minded person, man, that gets you riled up. That kind of gets you to hit the cutoff man from the outfield, hit the shortstop. Shortstop hits the home plate if somebody's running the home. You know what I'm saying? It's you got to have some type of personal enjoyment to play that be defensive minded in baseball.
Yes, sir.
In my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I
agree. But they have some decisions to make, man. Like Cody Bellinger, will they sign him back? That's gonna be interesting. Which I think they should. And I mean, at the end of the day, he's 30 years old. I mean, slash line is crazy, and he's your best defender in the outfield right now. So
he's on his way down. He's not quite down.
He's not quite down, right?
Yeah, he's at 30s. He's still good. He's still
got a little speed on him.
You can't years off. He was hurt, so
you can't afford to lose him. To be honest with you,
he's still
man, because Judge, I mean, he's a great defender. I mean, he's above average defender for his size in right field. But Cody Bellinger could play left, center, right.
Mm-hmm.
If you need him, he could play first. Like the Cubs, had him a couple years ago. So I think he's a key free agent signing that you must re-sign, in my opinion.
But the Yankees, the dude from the Post, man, Yankee fans are still, like I said, I understand where he's coming, but I hate this when people get out there and they talk about things that they know are not going to change, man.
But don't be surprised if
do things differently or think differently. That man, get rid of the manager. Look, they're not going to do that. All right.
No, Boone ain't going nowhere, man.
Yeah,
Boone ain't going nowhere.
You barking at the moon right now, homie.
No, I don't think
it's gonna happen.
I don't think it's Booney's fault, to be honest with you. I
No,
think it's an
it's not.
organization decision.
Yeah.
Booney's not drawing up that lineup like we spoke on that before, and he's not acquiring those players, man. I wouldn't be surprised if a Jazz get traded though. To be honest with you, Chisholm probably out.
I had a dream that Cashman got fired. I don't know. Maybe that's
that was a deep dream.
I swear to God, I had a dream. I just had to look up. Did Cashman get fired before I said anything?
Six
And it
numbers
said
with
no.
that dream.
I said, damn.
Yeah, did you have
some lottery numbers with that dream?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. It said no, so I'm okay. It was a real dream, though. It felt they fired him. Okay, but no, okay.
Yeah, but I think Jazz might get traded. Though. He might be on the block.
Wow,
the speedster.
Yeah, he's on the block, man. His defensive presence on the field and his lackluster effort sometimes. Yeah. And then he had a great year. He was 30-30.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the best time far as
go ahead and get some try to get some
assets. Yes.
Yeah.
Because you need more. He's not going to be the one that's going to make or break you per se. You know what I mean? So I could see
sucker born every day. Hopefully,
not
exactly.
Hopefully,
I could see Jazz getting traded.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, I hear that. Al, before you go, I want to bring this article to your attention. We like to talk the business side of stuff, and hey, MLB, man, this is from Front Office Sports, and they said average MLB postseason viewing soars. Average per game viewership in the Division Series went up to 4.17 million, up 17% from last year since 2011. Through rounds one and two, 4.33 million per game, highest since 2010. A marquee 15-inning Tigers-Mariners game 5 drew 8.72 million viewers. Great game. Amongst the biggest ALDS draws in 14 years. Game one of the ALCS between the Jays and the Mariners averaged 5.3 million plus 4.7 million in Canada. College football, and then they talked about college football. What's your thoughts on MLB and this? I call it like a mini renaissance, so to speak. The resurgence. The four of us love baseball. Why do you think it's going back up?
I think it's a few reasons. First, the pitch clock helped tremendously.
Yes.
We spoke on that. Other than that 15-inning game, which was just a phenomenal game. Most games is over like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, I should say. So you're not just sitting there not getting entertained or whatever the case may be. So the shorter length of time helps. Also, new blood this year.
Yes.
Also, you know what I'm saying? I mean, no disrespect, the Yankees were still in it, and the Dodgers obviously still in it. Philly was in it. You had a big market, but that Midwest market helped, man. Chicago, Milwaukee, especially Milwaukee's playing this little engine that could, even though if you know baseball, they had the best record in baseball, which is crazy. And then Detroit was in it. Now Seattle bringing that from the Pacific West, man. Pacific Northwest. I think all of that, man, that new blood, and it's rejuvenating these fan bases, man, to feel like you got a chance. Yeah. Even Cincinnati, I'm a Cincinnati fan, like never thought we would be here, even though we probably didn't deserve the Yankees melted. But at the end of the day, I just think bringing in new fans, shorter time of games, man, and then you got and they exciting, man. Like all of them not all of them, but majority of the games have been exciting. And you guys still have stars in there. You still have even though a lot of people don't like the Dodgers, you need it though. You need a villain, man. You need a villain. And you still have, they are quote unquote the villain right now. They used to be the Yankees back. Yeah, they used to be the Yankees back in the day. It's the Dodgers. And
it's the Dodgers.
Everybody's going for the throne. And they are not letting up. I think it helps.
Yeah.
I think it helps.
I think you're absolutely right. The markets is, you had Yankees, Boston. You had all the old and the new. Yeah. So that mixture, definitely, and the games has been solid. All the games has been good.
You're right.
Even I've watched, San Diego, Cleveland, Detroit. All these games, the games was really good if you watched it.
Yeah, and the format is dope, man. Like you have the wild card's best out of 3. You know what I mean? And then the divisional was best out of 5. And now the championship, the CSs are 7, obviously, and the World Series would be 7. But it's not like if you kind of equate it to the NBA. NBA can play game 1 on Monday and won't play game 2 until Thursday. Now baseball is every day, man.
Yeah.
And it keeps you drawn in. So I think that helped, man.
Yeah.
I really do.
Go ahead, D-Dos.
Yeah.
Have I got one question before Al get out of here this month? Hey, is it Ohtani a slump or he's bet 100, bet USA? What is
slump.
he?
That's it. It ain't no pressure. He ain't folding. No. He ain't.
That's a bad boy.
This is a slump. That's it.
It's
just a slump. Okay. Yeah.
I just seen him. He just struck out.
Well, he started off the game with a triple. But
so he's
I think he's in a slump, man. I don't think it's the pressure.
It catches everybody, man.
Yeah, it do. It do.
Yeah.
He's on the bump tomorrow. He'll be pitching tomorrow. So I think he's fine.
Hey, just remember, baseball. Hey, 3 out of 10 times you fail.
Hall of Famer.
And you can be a Hall of Famer doing that. So just remember that, folks.
Yeah, it's the only sport too. It's the only sport when the superstars could. You could go 0 for 23, 0 for 25. I could take my daughter to the Hornets game tonight, and I could guarantee LaMelo will go score.
Oh yeah, he's gonna.
Mm-hmm.
He's not gonna have a. He's not gonna have an over.
Al,
he's gonna
what's
score.
gonna happen with your boy.
You know what I mean? But in
he's
baseball,
not playing this year.
If I was able to take her to see Mike Trout or Ohtani, I can't promise. I can't promise you gonna get a hit. I can't do it. But
baseball, humbling sport, man.
Humbling sport, bro.
I can guarantee you they'll be out there to play though.
Yes, sir. Now that's right. You're 100% with that.
Even going for 0 for 28, they'll still be.
That's a fact.
Because
that's a fact.
If you say that was a jab, yes, that was a jab.
It was a jab.
Yes,
I'm with you.
Yeah,
that's a good jab, though. That's a deserving jab, I should say.
Hey, man, you are in the
switch it up. They're gonna switch it up. They're gonna have to, man. If people start to vote with their dollars, man, that usually changes business. Man.
Vote with your dollars. Yeah, that's why we changed our.
I think people, man, that were tired of watching this NFL referee cheating, so they're like, man, let me watch the baseball.
Hold that thought, DA. We'll get there. Hold it, D. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Al, anything else? Get out of here, bro. Thank you so much as usual. Al is our MLB contributor here. Let me give you some applause as always.
I appreciate it, fellas. Appreciate the invite.
He's gonna have on the Scatterboo shirt.
Yes, sir. Scatterboo.
Arm and Hammer.
Caucasians.
Arm and Hammer. Yeah.
Caucasians.
Arm and Hammer's in the building.
I'm going with the Creatine Caucasians.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's Mr. Alvin Clausen. Thank you so much, Al, man. We'll see
I appreciate it, man.
My brother.
I see y'all next week, boss.
Got it, man.
Yes, sir.
All right. Y'all have a good one.
You too now.
And like I said, it's 1-1 in the the bottom of top of the 6th between the Dodgers and the Milwaukee Brewers. Let me get to what's shaking in the news here. Which one I want to go with first? Oh, let me go with this one first. I think this is y'all gonna be DA's gonna love this one here. All right. The deal signals a major turning point. The Browns, Cleveland, reach a $100 million deal to clear where the team will move to the suburbs. Cleveland and the Browns ownership, Haslam Sports Group, agreed to a $100 million settlement to resolve legal and political roadblocks tied to the franchise's plan to relocate from downtown to the suburbs. Terms of the deal, major financial commitments, $25 million by December 1st, 2025. And this is from Front Office Sports as well. Additional $25 million via 5 annual installments between 2029 and 2033. The group HSG will cover demolition of the current Huntington Bank field, which is where they currently playing now. And that was only built in 1999. Estimated at $30 million for that. $2 million for 10 years for community benefit projects. Mutual pledges for infrastructure support at the lakefront airports downtown. Here's some of the legal hurdles they had to do. All lawsuits related to the move will be dismissed with prejudice. City of Cleveland will back the Brook Park Stadium project and withdraw opposition efforts. The city's council approval is still required. Groundbreaking for the new stadium is planned for early next year. For the Browns, this removes arguably the largest obstacle to relocating and building the $2.4 billion. The Browns seems like they got this one right. A $2.4 billion dome stadium mixed-use development in Brook Park. Brook Park is about 17. They said 20. It's about 20 miles south of where the Browns play at the lakefront. It's right by Cleveland Hopkins Airport. For Cleveland, the city's cash influx control over legacy downtown projects potentially mitigated blow to the urban image. For fans and identity, the Browns reaffirm we will always be the Cleveland Browns. But critics will question suburban stadium moves and how that affects fan access, city pride, and economic equity. I'll start off first. So, everything comes in ebbs and flows.
Ebbs and flows.
Ebbs and flows. So there was a time where, stadiums, hey, we got to build the stadium downtown. It's got to be in the mix. It's got to be in the mix, right? So, Cleveland has there in the lakefront downtown, the city of Charlotte, Bank of America Stadium. It's right smack in the middle of downtown. What other football stadiums? I can't think of offhand, but quite a few. So the Browns, and like I said, this stadium was only built in 1999. So 26 years, the life of the stadium. Pretty much why what's his name moved the Browns to Baltimore is because they was playing on dilapidated Cleveland Municipal Stadium. He couldn't get a stadium deal, so he took the team to Baltimore, but wouldn't take the name. So they left the name for the Browns, and since their reincarnation, the Browns still stink. They really haven't. I said they wanted
that name, man. Maybe.
What Cleveland Oranges? I mean, what should they do, man? I don't know, man.
I'm just saying, you just had one team take off, went to another town, and they ended up winning the championship. Left you that same old rags, and you haven't done nothing. Still, it's been quite some time.
They say
same thing happened with the Colts. The Colts ain't win. Well, it took them 30 years to win one,
but they won.
They were the Baltimore Colts. So where the Ravens are now is where the Baltimore Colts were. So
it kind of did like a little trifecta there. Yeah, so the Browns, the NFL told the Browns to leave the names and all the records and stuff, and Art Modell went to Baltimore and it became the Ravens, and the rest is history. I just think the only thing about this deal here, and we love to talk about sports and business here on this show, the Browns got it right. They built the stadium where they're going to put a dome on it. And some peers will say, oh my God, we won't be having no more outside. Where's the elements?
No one cares about that.
I care. I hate domes.
Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Mills. What's up, Mills?
What's up? I hate domes. Football is meant to be played outside. Football is a warrior sport.
Leave the top open.
That's fine too. If you're gonna leave the top open, then it ain't a dome.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it'll be one of those types of stadiums because I don't think anybody builds a closed dome anymore. But yeah, Mike, Well,
here's the thing.
You play the full game in 5 degrees on turf. Yeah,
but it's no longer it's no longer about the game no more. It's about sports and entertainment. I think we had talked about this before. It's all about these guys are now just trying to get everything from every superstar. If they could get Taylor Swift there for a whole 2 weeks, they could get Beyonce there for a whole 2 weeks. Whatever next megastar comes about, they could get them there a couple times out the year. That's what they're looking for, man. They don't really care about the game.
It's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So
this is
the time we living in now, man. It's part of it now. All of it is all mixed in together. Gumbo.
It's the business of sports, man. And everything outside the stadium, what stores open, what casino can they put near there, what this, what that, it's no longer, they say we got to be downtown in the mix. Now you bring your own turntables and mixers to the party. You take what you want where you need it to be. You don't. They'll be fine. But the great thing for the fans of Cleveland is this. Believe you me, before that stadium opens, everything that is wrong with that team will be right. They will get the quarterback fixed. They will get the manager, the coaches. Everything will be right. So they can make sure they're getting people in those seats. That's what they're going to make sure of. Because whatever X amount of miles you riding down the highway to go to the new stadium, it better be worth it by then.
Hey, Kev, what year is this supposed to?
Supposed to go down 29, man.
29. Oh yeah, Shador would be starting by this.
Not the way they acting. They gonna go draft somebody else to.
Yeah, exactly, right. They'll mess
Not the way
around,
they
grab
acting.
somebody else, and say, "Yo, this ain't it." You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it depends, man. Yo, D, I would love to believe that, but I don't believe it. Along with this, I don't believe them, man.
Me and Kev we just talked about this the other day.
Let me grind.
Me and Kev just talked about this the other day with the Titans, and the reality is whatever they're doing now, as bad as it is with the Titans, by the time that new stadium is open, either Ward will have he'll be a entrenched quarterback with a great offensive line, a running back, and some receivers, and 2-3 guys on defense. And they will do. There's going to be a plan to make that happen because when you move to a new stadium, that wears off quick because the prices go up immediately.
You're right. Yeah, so you
got people are not going in there if you're not already winning. Like you got to come in there like, yo, they made the playoffs, made the wild card the year
Joe
before.
Flacco, homie. Yo, we got 40-year-old Joe.
They're not doing that. They're not doing that out there because they got to be a wild card team the year before they move. For people to really jump on and you really get the bang for the buck financially. Of course, like you said, Taylor Swift, Beyonce, whatever, right, in the stadium. And you can do all those things with. But at the same time, at the beginning, the football team has to be at least decent. I mean, we know Jerry got the wrestling, the boxing, and everything else down there in Dallas. But he had to start with the team at least being okay, before it went to hell in the handbasket. You know what I mean? So that's just the way I think of it.
Let me tell you how the Browns are paying for this. The Browns will fund their new stadium through a combination of public and private funds. The team will contribute the majority of the $2.4 billion cost, while public funds will come from Ohio State's dollars and settlement with the city of Cleveland, which is $600 million, and a settlement with the city of Cleveland's $100 million. The total public contribution is expected to be around $600 million for state funding and $100 million from the city of Brook Park. Like I said, it's a suburb of Pittsburgh, and there you have it. So,
they say I'm bugging when I be like, nah, I'm not trying to fund that. I don't want the taxpayers to fund it, but hey.
But it'd be good for the city, jobs, and you can hang out downtown, and you can be in the mix.
I think the money that'll be the revenue that'll be generated from this project will probably be roads. That's where the money be made. Like people be able to get jobs, building streets, roads. Making the infrastructure right. That with the waste in public utilities and building things like that. Most times, you could spend $100 million, going from Tryon to trade. $100 million, we spent it, all gone. Because you never know exactly how much everything costs when you're building these things. But the reality is, I think that's probably where, if there's going to be any bang from people actually getting money, it'll be from, guys getting jobs, building roads or building stores or doing that. The construction part of it will make people money. So I hope that's it. Because the reality is the fans ain't going to get nothing back for them prices going up. $20 a seat. So
yeah. Let me move on to other sports news and business. It looks like here tonight, the NHL. When leagues shift from aspirational to astronomical valuation, you know the game's changed. The NHL just dropped a bombshell fee floor, and it signals where pro sports are headed next. The NHL is now projecting a $2 billion plus price tag just to enter the league. And that's before any arena or infrastructure commitments, as DA just talked about infrastructures. Islanders co-owner Jonathan Ledecky, and this is from Front Office Sports as well, publicly confirmed the new threshold, citing guidance from the commissioner, Gary Bettman, at a board of governors meeting. In addition to the expansion fee, a $500 to $600 million equity commitment for a new arena is expected and attached to it as well. The 2021 Kraken's expansion paid $650 million, so the floor is more than triple that. Back in 1999, the Washington Capitals Wizards portion of the deal was $85 million in the broader $200 million deal. The NHL is in a rare sweet spot. Revenue and valuations are surging. Labor peace is locked until at least 2030. Star power is stable with top players like McDavid and Eichel secured for the near future. Despite that, no formal expansion process is in place yet. Expansion bids will be reviewed case by case basis by, as Gary Bettman said. Some markets frequently mentioned as potential suitors are Atlanta and Houston, and Dan hates it that Atlanta is getting a third try at hockey. But for whatever reason, they said the market it's something for hockey. It was the owners last time. The phrasing for Bettman: if someone knocks on the door, the league will look, but there's no public timeline. So that's it when it comes to valuations. And I've been hearing that term valuations with franchises. You know, you heard it all summer with the WNBA. You start to hear more with the NFL. Now you're hearing it with the NHL valuations. So, DA, your thoughts on valuations, sir?
We'll see. It's all about, the market, as me and D always like to joke, is what people are willing to pay. Right? So you can say whatever you think the valuation is, but if no one's willing to pay that, then you're not going to expand. Right? And then the valuation will go down. That's a lot of bread. I don't know. I'm not as tuned into hockey as Dan, but I don't know how much the average amount of money each team makes on a yearly basis. And that'll probably tell you more than anything if this is going to work. Because if you're over your skis and asking for too much money, then no one's coming. No one's coming.
According to this, what I just brought up, it says the average NHL team generated approximately $223 million in revenue for the 2023-2024 season. So
I got to do the math, but I still think that's almost 6 years of money to make up what they want you to put in to get a franchise. Mathematically. And I ain't got my pencil and paper in front of me, but
Yo, there go Unc again. Yo, Unc.
Yeah, hey, man. Look, calculators don't work.
I mean, that's a lot of money for us not to even have a building in place.
Yeah.
And you got
baby.
And you got to put up money for the building. They say,
right. Hey, so you said $200 just for the buy-in fee, and you said these teams made $200 for the. So you a year in the hole before anybody has played hockey.
34 million up. Right?
Yeah. So you up 30. You up 30 million. $30 million is not going to get you an arena. So yeah.
I'm paying this money, and I ain't even got to. Well, I ain't even got ice or skate.
Hockey feeling real bold. Yeah, 30 million is just the ice. Just bringing ice in, fill the floor.
So that's where these teams go to municipalities and be like, hey, y'all, we're gonna put this a vote for a referendum. And, I always tell my story when I moved to the city of Charlotte. Back in 2001, I said no to a downtown arena, and Pat McCrory and his people still built it.
They didn't build a goddamn express lane down here, and then nobody wants, but they still built it. The reality of it, man.
Yeah.
Your vote didn't matter. Kevin Warren said he does. I said, who the fuck is that?
Yo, but no, we said no, right? And then George Shinn took the Hornets, moved them to New Orleans, right? And then they was out with they felt sorry for the city of Charlotte. So then we got they got the Bobcats now, which has turned into the Hornets again. And and they still wound up building an arena. And as you said, DA, my vote didn't matter, even though we said no. It got voted down, and then they found a loophole, and then they built it.
They pushed that in like the tush push, kid. Like that went in like the tush push, dog.
But the reality is, like, so if you're thinking about, you'll have to be really careful for the city, because if it's not a big hockey town, really nobody like what? It's really my money for a what team? I don't even watch hockey. You know, so there's going to be certain places where it can work. There's going to be some places where it will not work.
Atlanta's going to do it for the third time again.
Yeah, well, I wasn't there for the first two. So.
Yeah, me neither. But just listening and knowing the demographic of Atlanta and seeing how much has grown over the years, they don't need that in Atlanta. Go somewhere cold where people want to see hockey. Why not go somewhere cold?
No, no, Mike. Where I'm at now, these people won the Stanley Cup. In fact, the between the Panthers and the Lightning, the Stanley Cup has been back and forth between these two in the state the last 6 years.
It's the state of Florida. Yeah.
So it's not necessarily cold anymore, man. So it's Sunbelt team. So, but
everybody in Florida is a retired New York person or Northeast, so they hockey folks at heart.
True.
They don't have no problem with it. The demographic is absolutely right. Atlanta, it is absolutely wrong.
Exactly.
They definitely better do the homework.
Listen, the Hawks don't want to be there.
Yeah.
They don't sell out. The Hawks don't want to be there. So no,
Hawks, bad team. I mean, they might be something good this year, but yeah, you're right.
But they don't get supported on a night-to-night basis.
No, but it's been like that. It's been like that for years.
Which
right?
is why I said they don't want to be there themselves.
Yeah. Been like that, so yeah.
Good point. Let me move on to
Dan would have to address the rest of that.
Yeah, Dan, we'll definitely bring this back for Dan, like you said, to address. Let me get this before we go to DA's segment of yard work or game worth. This is my last article here, and we're talking about player safety here. This one stings for Pittsburgh when your field becomes a distraction. You're not losing aesthetic points. You're risking player safety, reputation, and fan confidence. So let's talk about this. And this is from Front Office Sports. Steelers shared stadium with Pitt comes under fire for bad turf. Complaints from the players immediately after a recent Steelers versus Browns games. Players from both teams publicly criticized the field conditions at Acrisure Stadium. The NFL Players Association is aware that the issue has been formally raised to league contacts. Pittsburgh's stadium is one of the 3 NFL venues with natural grass and shared with a full-time college tenant. I believe the other one is Miami. I forgot who's the other one. The sharing setup contributes to wear and tear, especially under back-to-back usage. The stadium is undergoing installation of a new playing surface amid the criticism. Pitt and the Steelers have approximately scheduled home games, sometimes consecutive weekends in a row. Notably, Pitt hosts NC State on October 25th, and then the Steelers host Sunday Night Football the next day.
Pause. Hey, where's Pitt Stadium? Why is Pitt playing in?
Sir, they are like the University of Miami down here. They don't have a stadium.
They ain't got one. They ain't got no space, probably.
Yeah, I know down here where I'm at for a fact. They don't. There's no land. They was trying to figure out something to build in Coral Gables, but those people don't want nothing down there. So that's why they've been playing at Hard Rock Stadium. You know, which is probably about 30-something miles from
the school.
From the school, yes.
They're better than the Dolphins, so people really ain't mad at that. It's been that way forever. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, because when Michael Irvin was playing at the Orange Bowl, you know, they were better than the Dolphins at that point in time. So, yeah,
It was definitely better than the Dolphins.
Well, you know,
I don't know. I mean, Kev, I don't know what to tell these people, man. Other than if you was in Kansas City, they would take care of it. But you know, it's not going to get taken care of until they get right to take care of it. So you know, I don't know, man. They can keep complaining, but you know, hey, yo, man, I'll see you next year. They'll take care of it next year, bro.
you know, I guess Pitt is, I've read a little bit further, how come Pitt doesn't schedule? Well, I said, well, they're both co-tenants. And I guess I want to say the Steelers are the main tenant there at the stadium. And Pitt is they're the underlying.
They're going to take what they can get, the weeks that they can get.
Yeah. So might have to play on some Friday nights, man, like high school football. I don't know.
Yeah. Friday night?
Still going to be tore up, though. Don't matter.
Yeah, you're right. Unless they get the field turf. And I don't think
they're not doing that.
They're going to be mad about that. And it's going to be.
Well, I mean, if you play Friday,
Pittsburgh.
If you play Friday night, you should be able to. The crew should be able to get that grass and stuff soldered together and put together.
You have to redo the whole field, man.
Yeah,
but that sod comes up, man. If you put the sod down the night before, it's gonna come up, and you're gonna tear something anyway because the sod's gonna come up.
Man, you better pay that.
Really don't want that.
Get to work.
Hey,
you really don't want that, man, because you can't get grass to grow overnight. So you don't want
that is true, and that's what I'm saying. I don't know what else you want other than you go to turf or whatever the specialty turf, and then you're gonna be crying that your knees are tore up. I mean,
you're
gonna be crying. You're gonna cry.
That's for real. So I tell you.
I mean, yeah. So I mean, I don't know what again. I don't know what they complaining about. It is what it is. Ain't much they're gonna be able to do unless they're gonna build a stadium for Pitt. You know what I'm saying? Build a stadium for Pitt, and then you won't have no problem.
If they got space,
but if they got some room, they ain't got no real estate. I guess they ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, remember, like Pitt is not a. Dan, I hate me for saying it, but
and I was
not a football school.
Yeah,
so they're not gonna put the outlay on that because they're not a football school.
Yeah,
they may have a good team every now and again, but they're not a football school. So
they go ahead. They go ahead and build you a 5,000 seat stadium.
Look, the Pirates don't use their stadium in the fall. Put them in there.
There you go, Mike.
They ain't gonna never use that shit in November or October. They ain't gonna never use it.
They ain't gonna never be there.
November, October, January.
Nah. So you might as well go ahead and go over there to the what's the
I'm pretty sure that somebody.
They're not Three Rivers. What's the name of that stadium, Kev?
PNC. They're all there together.
PNC, they need to opt in, flex some of them games. Like, all right, we know they ain't gonna be there. So, you know what I'm saying? The Pittsburgh got a game that same weekend. Let the Panthers play there. Let the Steelers play at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, flex them games.
Yeah, man. What did you say? Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, that stadium is never gonna be used in late October, early October.
Yeah, you just gotta figure out what's the distance on.
Yeah, what the distance is. Let me go to this. I had one more, and this one is specifically for DA. The University of Michigan. The University of Michigan Board of Regents unanimously oppose the proposed $2.4 billion private capital deal for the Big Ten. The Big Ten's plan brings in UC Investments. That's a California pension fund. I don't know about that as being quiet. To get a 10% equity stake in the spinoff. Big Ten Enterprises, with schools getting large upfront payouts and agreeing to a grant of rights through 2046. And this is from Front Office Sports also, from Amanda Kristovich. Michigan Regents publicly criticized the proposal. He called it a shell game and warned against selling assets in pursuit of short-term fixes. Highlighted concerns about runaway spending, buyouts, and lack of transparency. Look at Penn State with Mr. Franklin. Regent Mark Bernstein voiced skepticism of the contrived urgency behind the deal, urging the conference to slow down and explore better financial solutions. Michigan President Domenico Grasso is likely to vote no also, even if the university's presidents have authority independently of boards. Big Ten Commissioner Tony Petitti addressed the proposal publicly, framing it as involving a nonprofit partner to invest in a commercial entity, but did not confirm UC investments or full structure. Many trustees across the Big Ten universities have been fully briefed on the deal, and there's a growing coordination among opposing boards. With mounting resistance, the Big Ten has not yet scheduled a vote. Opposition seems already stymie momentum. DA, I'll let you handle this one right here.
Yeah, this is criminal. Right, we taking money from the pension fund to invest in the Big Ten, so the Big Ten can take the money and do what with it? That's it. There's the rub. There's the rub, guys. That's the rub. That's the rub. You can stop it right there, and everybody. I'll let everyone. You can use whatever your imagination wants to say that they'll use the money for buying players from other schools, getting more cars for players, getting more cars for coaches, paying coaches more money. I don't
capitalism,
know what you're doing.
DA. It's capitalism.
Yes.
And buying out coaches
when you get ready to buy out some coaches. But again, that shouldn't be that shouldn't be on no public pension fund.
I mean,
go ahead, Mike.
The boosters get them the money they need anyway. So now instead of going to boosters,
I don't know why you don't ask.
We bring in politics. It's always been politics in sport, but now we bringing it to real life. Now we got third parties standing in the hallway. Hey, can you push this for us over there at the University of Michigan? Hey, man. Hey, they got some West Coast teams in the Big Ten. Let's get some of that West Coast pension money.
Yeah, ain't that some shit? As soon as they just got here, you in their pockets.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Bring some more West Coast teams, man. Come on, bring them all.
But shame to the state of California or that pension fund for voting for something like this.
Well, that's because that whole thing over there is a cluster too, right? Yeah. They're not really sure what they're doing with their bread, and they're probably losing money in their pension fund, right? Year over year.
I would have to look at that. Yeah.
And so
I mean, that's what the banks do.
Yeah, the way you do it is that we'll just invest over here with this thing here.
But Mike, you said that's what the banks do, but with a pension fund is differently, man, because those are defined benefits.
Yeah,
somebody
on that people supposed to get back.
Yes.
Now I know that, right? But the holder got to get his money now. Listen, you don't go to the bookie and the bookie don't get something. Like, come on now. You might have won 15 bands, but you don't think he won 25 off your 15? Come on now. We know the game. It's America. Capitalism.
Yeah.
This is what we voted for. Vote with your dollars. Stand
the young boys got it. The young boy got it. Yeah. He talking that talk.
America.
Woo.
America.
Sports and pension funds.
It's crazy. I think DA said it right. This is damn near criminal.
Yeah, it's damn near criminal.
This is a loophole.
How did we start? Yo.
Well, because you opened up the bank, man. You had to pay money for all these things. And then guys are not really inventive with how to get money, so they'll just say, "Hey, we'll just take it from a pension fund." That's all. But the thing is, why didn't you take it from the pension fund of Ohio or Michigan or Indiana? Why the hell you go all the way to California? Well, maybe because they offered it, but I don't. Like I said, I'm pretty sure California's pension is probably year over year not doing so well. So,
yeah, that's wild.
I mean, it's all good till the MEAC do it or the
Yeah,
Southwestern Athletic Conference do it. When them schools do it, because you know what kind of schools them is. When they go do that next, it's gonna be a RICO.
Good. So
Antitrust.
they start looking for their money.
5-0 running up in North Carolina, A&T arresting people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't doing that.
Excuse me. Are you from the Wisconsin Pension Fund? Huh?
Yeah.
Let's go. Book them. Book them. Then it's gonna be a RICO. That's federal. That's interstate commerce. Huh?
Yeah.
Trafficking.
That's though. That's interstate traffic. That's why I didn't think it would go through. Because
That's next.
Interstate commerce, and they usually.
But that's only when the small conferences start doing it. When the MEAC and the Southwestern Athletic, when those conferences do it.
Yep.
That's crazy, man. That's all I got with the news. Shout out to Front Office Sports, man. DA, it's time for yard work or game worth.
All right,
you're going to Lowe's?
Yeah.
This
is a weird weekend, so it depends on your taste. But I'm gonna give you the good games at each slot, like I try to do every week. So I think a good game to watch would probably be the LSU Vanderbilt game. I think Vanderbilt
is that a 12 o'clock game?
It's at 12 o'clock. LSU, we're not 100% sure of what they are right now, so that should be a pretty good game. It shouldn't be a blowout. I think Georgia Tech is going to beat Duke up. I think Texas A&M is going to beat Arkansas, and I think Oklahoma should beat South Carolina. So this is where I know you have teams that are markedly better than the other team that they're playing. At 3:30, Ole Miss Georgia should be That should be a good game. I don't think that Ohio State Wisconsin is going to be a game. Memphis UAB, Indiana is going to beat Michigan State. Texas Tech is going to beat Arizona State. Oregon is going to beat Rutgers. And let's see who else here. That's at the 4 to 6:30 timeline. At 6:30, I think Washington State and Virginia is not going to be a good game. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Are they in the same conference? Like, what is Washington State doing playing Virginia? Is that like their out of conference game? If so, why? But whatever. Texas and Kentucky. Kentucky is not a bad team. They usually play cats pretty hard, but I think Texas should really beat the crap out of them. Now you got a choice at 7:30, folks. You can watch the USC Notre Dame game. Notre Dame is 13.
That's an important game, right? Notre Dame lose that game.
Who's it important to?
For Notre Dame.
Yeah, just say so.
Uh-oh.
I mean, evidently they're going to get to where they got to go with two.
I'm just saying, dog. Notre Dame don't win that game.
Playoff anyway, so it don't.
What they got? They got 2 losses right now. Or they got 1?
Yeah.
They got 2. I mean, every game is important now. I mean, 3 losses, you done now.
But this is a big. They play USC.
We'll see.
This is pretty.
We'll see.
I mean, we will see.
Don't start this, man.
Nah, he got a point. He got a point.
I'm saying they can win this.
Nah, he ain't tell no lie now.
We'll see.
I think the Tennessee-Alabama game is probably going to be the best game of the day.
Any upsets do you have? Do you see any?
No.
Okay.
No, I think Alabama should beat Tennessee.
If you want
but Tennessee, I like Tennessee a lot. I like them a lot. They got a wide receiver out there that's dead serious. Caswell or something like that, man. Number 1 for Tennessee. And Alabama's DBs are not that good. So he may just feast on them. So we'll see. But that's if they O-line can hold up. But I think that should be a really good game. Missouri-Auburn, I don't think so. South Florida, Florida Atlantic, no. I think at the 8 o'clock hour, the Utah-BYU game, even though BYU is 15 and Utah is 23, that's an in-state game. That's a rivalry game. So those games are usually pretty hard. So if you see it, though BYU is very, very good, if I want to see an upset, I think it would probably be Utah beating BYU. Utah is not a horrible team. Yeah, they still play hard defense. Their quarterback is a little off sometimes, man. But We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But those are the games. So you could go out and come back and still get a game at every time slot. You can still catch a game at every time slot. So you can go out and get it on home and see something, because you don't really have to watch LSU and Vanderbilt the first half. You'd be back by the second half and you're good. So
I think Ole Miss and Georgia probably
yeah. Ole Miss and Georgia is going to be a good game. I would watch that.
And Bama play who?
They play Tennessee.
Tennessee,
yeah. Because Old Laney out there with that offense, boy, he might have something for Georgia. Their quarterback is okay at Georgia. Georgia's going to have to take the air out of the ball to win this game for sure. So yeah, that's what I see for Saturday, man. But I think everybody can go take care of something because it's getting towards the end of the season. Want to make sure you got your seed down. You got your lawn fed for the winter.
Right.
So this is about it because like in North Carolina, it's
Is
one
this
weekend
air rated?
good,
Is this
and the next
air rated?
weekend is- Huh?
This is air rated.
Air raid should have been done. If you're
Okay,
serious
okay.
about it, you should have did it by now. So, but at least in our part of the country. But the reality is, there's going to be a good chance that by next week, it's going to be too cold, or getting to too cold for your yard. So that's what I see for, stay in, go out, you're going to, go to Lowe's, go watch the game. So,
Okay.
Dang, he scored already?
Oh, you must be watching the football game. The Steelers and the Bengals.
Steelers just scored. Yeah.
Okay. We had somebody in the comments that was talking about the Steelers. Shout out to I don't know, D, if you see them. We had somebody in the comments. I wrote back to them. I appreciate you for chiming in. The Steelers fan there, man. Let me go to
Lisa.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yo, shout out to those that's kicking it with us on TikTok, Twitch. I done fixed the TikTok thing. TikTok, I need to start paying creators though, man. For real, man. That's what y'all doing, man. But that's another fight for another day. Let me go to the NFL, and then DA and D-Dubs, they can discuss what they had before. But before they say that, Pittsburgh and Cincinnati tonight. Pittsburgh scored already. Then you have on Sunday, you got the Rams. They travel to Jacksonville. The Vegas, they will travel to Kansas City. Carolina will travel to the Jets. Miami and Cleveland. Boy, Tua walked back his words to this week the other day. But I don't know.
Good enough.
Yeah, that's what I said. New England, Vrabel comes back to Tennessee. Tennessee is a hot mess, boy. I read the other day where, this is like their sixth coach within the last, 4, 5, 6 years. It's just been one after the other, man. They are going in the opposite direction, man. Tennessee, man, y'all need to get better. New Orleans and Chicago, shout out to Chicago. The Bears are playing better. The Eagles, they travel to Minnesota, face the Vikings. The Giants.
Good game.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a good game. That's a 1:00 game. The Giants travel to Denver. That's a 4-5 game.
That should be a good game, too.
This coming up, the Colts and the Chargers. I think that's going to be very good.
Yeah, that's going to be a real good game.
Yeah, that's a 4:05 game on CBS. Green Bay travels to Arizona. Washington and Dallas. That's a 25 game. Then you got the Saturday night. The Sunday night game. The Atlanta Falcons go to San Francisco, or just north of San Francisco, to face the
wheelchair-bound
Niners. Yeah, nope.
Yo, let me tell you, Kev, everything in my meme, everything in my what you call it was pulling up 49ers, and everything was a joke with them being like a mash unit, man. It was hilarious, man. Everything I seen last night was crazy, man. But
I think dudes put the T on their back right now.
Yeah. Atlanta should be able to build off of what they did to Buffalo last Monday night. So we'll see.
Yeah,
I don't think so. Niners gonna win that game. I see it now.
Yeah.
I tell you what.
Purdy coming back.
You know who's packing. You know who packing their bags if Mac Jones win that game, right?
Listen, man, Michael Penix is a Kirk Cousins disciple, and it's all their fault. They should have kept Kirk Cousins out that building. He has the yin and yang trait, so they're going to lose this game because they won last week.
Hey, you might be right.
So,
but hey.
Let me continue. The NFL continues with 2 Monday night games. Looks
Again?
With that shit. God.
But at least they did an East Coast West Coast game this time.
Yeah,
now you can decide.
Yeah,
go to bed right after that first one. It's all right.
Yeah, so you got Tampa and Detroit that first game at 7:00, as Mill says.
That's a good one.
And then you got that's gonna be a good game. And then you got Houston. They travel to Seattle at 10:00 to face the Seahawks. That's the 10:00.
I won't bother.
Good time.
Yeah,
they could be going out to face Washington State. I wouldn't give a
Yeah,
damn.
yeah. I'll see you in the morning.
Got you. You gentlemen want to address something about the Kansas City Chiefs? Y'all take it away.
I'm gonna let the DA take this away because
you know dudes be trying to get at the unk. all that punk shit. All right, now stop. We can keep this 100% real, man. I've had 2 Super Bowls that we was winning the game and lost the game. Right?
Turn the lights out on you.
I mean, no, with the last 2 with us against Kansas City.
Yeah.
You know, the calls was ridiculous, man. I had a dude riding, jumping on Joey Bosa's back and they wouldn't call holding. So what I'm saying to you is that this has been going on. Everybody can't be wrong, America. Everybody cannot be wrong. That's all. You ain't got to believe what I'm saying. But, do you be on some conspiracy? All right, well, now that the regular press is saying it, and they're not afraid to say it now.
It's coming out. It's starting to come out.
Come on, man. And the last one was the most damning thing of all.
Yeah.
You score a touchdown. The league office calls the refs at the game. It says, hey, there ain't no touchdown.
Hey, they hit him.
There is no replay rule.
They beat them. They said, hey. Yo, hey, go check that last play.
Yeah, look, there is no replay for a team for a call that has not been adjudicated. So meaning to say that if you didn't say it was a catch, you can't argue against it being a catch, right? So my thing is, what? No one. They had both hands in the air, waving like you just don't care. Touchdown. And then you get the beep. Hey, listen, go take a look at that because he was still in motion. He didn't lose. It took, so Dan Campbell, he said, dog,
why we ain't kicking the ball?
Yeah, why we ain't kicking the ball? Dog, we scored a touchdown like 5 minutes ago, son. Oh, yeah, well, the dudes back up in New York said that wasn't no. Yeah. And, I got so much love for the coaches that can maintain their composure. Because I grew up in the time where Bill Parcells probably would have hit somebody, physically attacked you, if that would have happened back in the 80s.
Well, they now. So we go full circle. Before you get to your point,
no, that is my point, Kev. I'm done.
Who was the Arizona? Was the Arizona coach? He was caught on saying "f you" to somebody. He was on on
the microphone. You can't even talk to your players. I thought my name was "fuck you" when I
I don't know why they fined him. That was crazy. The team doing that was crazy. That's why the Cardinals gonna be terrible forever.
Oh my God, man! I heard that. I saw that the other day. I said, "Yo, that's usually what happens in football locker room." DA, I'm with you. Yes, that's what will happen.
This is what they call. Let me check the chat. Is mom on? Yeah, I think she's on. All right, this is what they call, Kev. What we said? The pussification of football. What's going on now? It's ridiculous.
Look,
that was crazy.
All boys Catholic high school.
Shout out to
New York. And my coach called me a bitch ass in front of my mama. You don't get your bitch ass out there, nigga. The fuck? Catholic school. Listen, stop playing.
Coach Ira Levine, when I played for Lafayette in baseball, man, high school. Coach, I'll never forget one time I missed the bunt sign, and he said, this is verbatim, "What the fuck did you not see? Bunt." And guess what I did? The next pitch, I punted.
That'll learn you.
Please be. Yeah.
Now that everybody else knew he was going to bunt. Yeah.
No, I wound up getting on, if I remember correctly. I wound up getting on, and it was actually a squeeze play, man. But yeah, it was supposed to be a squeeze, and I missed it, and he just yelled and cursed me out, and I bunted. But I'm here today, so. But yeah, yeah. We live in a tough world here. Not tough, but
yeah, not tough.
We live in a strange place nowadays. Go ahead.
I just don't know how we let it just get here, man. We allowed it though. We allowed it. So
Facts.
you know, we have nobody to blame but ourselves, because a lot of this stuff, this is like, come on, this is it was just par for the course, and you got better.
Problem.
Yeah,
it's sports entertainment like wrestling. They curse on wrestling. So, hey,
yeah,
yep,
sports entertainment.
Yeah, I don't know. It's getting a little weird. It's past a little weird. It's just wild now.
Yeah,
but no, like I always tell Kevin, man, the appearance of impropriety is just as bad as the impropriety itself. So, with the betting thing going on and all the rest of that, this just doesn't land right at all for anyone. You know, when we're talking about, well, listen, man, it's cold. Come on, man, they're a pro football team, and they're not a bad football team. Mahomes don't need your help, and he doesn't need that asterisk next to his name, when it's all over, right? Like, he doesn't need that, 10 years from now when he retires. Y'all remember, in 2025, he's getting all them calls, in 2024. He don't need that, because he can't fight that off when he ain't playing no more.
Hey, D, but I want to know, when did all of a sudden New York started calling when did that start? Like,
they never called. That's what the problem.
I thought it was the other way around. Like, the coaches,
they never called.
The referees.
They never called.
Okay, I'm just making sure, because
that's not the rule. The rule is,
I don't recall
if you're doing a replay, you call them.
Right. But now they're calling you, say, hey, you missed it. You missed it.
What they say on Fox, Kev? We're going to tell you what the calls are. So, yeah, that's it. And I'm just surprised that everybody.
Nobody's not
making no noise. This how dudes is on the tape, man. Football players, God bless you. You all make more than me. You guys are all great at what you did. Y'all probably better at playing football than I am at breathing today. But the reality is, because of whatever you made or didn't make when you played, got you silent now. Because there's no guy that's on any show that played anywhere in the NFL that was not supposed to be screaming and yelling about that. Because that doesn't happen. That's not part of the rules.
Mm-hmm.
And even the NFLPA, like, where are these people at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why? I mean, I know the NFL ain't gonna say nothing, because that, they're not gonna say nothing. But there's nobody else. This is what I'm saying. There's nobody's checks. There's no more checks and balances like we used to have. Nobody's. I've only seen one person raise up this situation and brought it to the forefront. I haven't seen nobody else. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I might know. But I haven't seen nobody else say anything about that.
Carlton. I ain't seen no player say it yet.
He's the only one I've seen that has said something.
Even they ain't say nothing about this. My man Cam Newton.
And
no
Greeny.
One.
Get
now,
up.
I don't watch ESPN, so you know what? I'm gonna take that back, because they might have said it. I wouldn't know if they said it. I know Greeny ain't say nothing about it. So
you've been banned, so I don't know why you continue.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I don't, I ain't heard nobody say that.
Yeah. Real quick before we get out of here, real quick, we're supposed to be doing some NBA, but Ryan's not here because he's working. Ryan's supposed to do a NBA preview, so we'll let you know that we're going to do that. You guys, and he's supposed to finish off what happened.
Well, your man's load managing without no loads.
Yeah.
But though Luka is skinny. Still ain't playing no defense, but he did lose weight. I did
Luka's
watch him.
skinny. Zion Williamson is very
Look good.
skinny.
And Cooper Flag will try to dunk on your
Yeah,
family.
cool. He did it last night, bro.
You get too close to the rim, Cooper Flag is trying to dunk on your moms.
Yeah.
The jumper's not there yet because I think he's still, that NBA camp may have, got his legs feeling. Because him and AJ, right? That's the dude that went to Utah. They both was missing a whole bunch of threes the other night. But they get to the rack. They get to boom. But yeah,
you talking about Bailey?
Really hoping that Kyrie gets back this year. Boy, that West gonna be crazy with Kyrie, Flag, AD. It's that Dallas team gonna be a little something, man. For real. So,
AD sporting the glasses. Yeah.
AD got a point to prove. I don't know what
Millie,
that point is, but
Mike Miller, you see anything in the NBA?
I don't buy too much.
Are you excited?
It's the preseason. I really don't buy too much stock in anybody's preseason. Like people are, this team. I'm like, that's cool, but I want to see what happens when the season starts. I'm not.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
I enjoy the summer league more than the preseason. If we're being real.
I may not watch none of the regular season, so I guess I'll get mine in now. So.
Especially if they're not playing defense, because DA has been drumming that thing. You guys need to start playing some defense. Speaking of drumming, D-Dub, do you have a drum roll for me, please? You got one of that drum roll on your little
drum roll?
Yeah, you got.
I don't think I got a drum roll, but hey, let's do it. It's the closest I could get to you.
That wasn't right. Go ahead, Kev.
I'm not telling no jokes. Jeez whiz. So just to let y'all know, we've been doing live meetup parties or watch parties. So let me just read this official presser here. From LiveOnAssist is an innovative live sports watch party and creative platform that allows fans and content creators to stream, comments, and experience game. And it's scrolling down at the bottom too. So here's what it offers: creators calling live sports, so hosts can go live to call games, analyze plays, and engage audience interactively. And they are interactive watch parties. Fans can join the stream, chat live, and react during the action. Highlights and shorts replay key games, moments, and fans created commentary clips. So they'll clip stuff up for us. And they do NFL, NBA, Premier League, and UEFA. College football is on its way. Shout out to my main man, Sean. Me and him been talking for the last, probably since the summer. And they just got this on the ground, and we be able also to monetize as it's creating a good partnership, man. So shout out to assist.com. That'll be our thing to do watch party. So I don't have to do all the work. They do all the work. The link will be in the description, and you guys just hang in there with us. And they says they've been getting some good numbers with some other creators, content sports creators. So shout out to Assist and to my main man Sean for doing that.
Should be good. That should be a good look right there. So
man. So I'm
hang out with everybody.
I'm super geeked to do that. Yeah. So we don't have to do that. We won't have to get in trouble with YouTube, because YouTube will shut your channel down. You up there putting the whole
game on.
That's another RICO charge, because they clip who they want to clip.
Yeah,
we being real about it. I'll go on YouTube right now, and this game will be streaming live all night, and they won't clip it. Like I said, we just not backed by the California pension fund.
That's right. Go ahead,
Mike. Go holler at somebody and get us one of them pension funds, so we don't get flagged
like Cooper.
Oh man, great show tonight, fellas. Great show tonight. Let's go. Party shots. I start with the DA, Mr. Bed.
All you youngsters. I'm gonna take my meds and go to bed.
They was on DA this week with them comments, boy, from Monday, boy.
Hey, listen, man, I was right.
Yeah, who you made mad, dog?
The Indiana fans were mad.
Yeah, well, look. Don't
everybody getting that
nothing till you play another big game and win it. All right, you got one, But golly, gee, we ain't jumping out.
Oh, but Florida State wasn't ranked then.
So what? No one cares about week 1 any damn way.
They getting at you out for Kansas City too, man. Yeah. No flags.
And those people in Kansas City, they're just walking away with because they know.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way they ain't get no calls, boy. Come on.
Oh man, shout out to the DA, man. Mike Mills, what you got for us, sir?
Oh man, nothing too major. Happy to be here. Shout out to everybody watching. Shout out to everybody that couldn't be here. Shout out to our other Chasers brethren. Just ladies and gentlemen, just pay attention. I know we tell some jokes and we laugh, but pay attention, man. Pay attention to what they doing with your pension. Pay attention to what your bank is doing with that money you put in there. Pay attention, man, because you could be investing in the Big Ten and you don't even realize.
And they call it by another name.
Yeah, watch out for that's a Rico. I'm telling you, that's a Rico, but because they doing it first, it ain't. But just watch, man. This is how loopholes are found.
And as D-Dub said, he corrected me the other day. That's why we do some macro level thinking here on this show as well. So shout out to you, Mike. Thank you. Appreciate that. D-Dubs, what you got for us, man?
Man, nothing much, man. I'm just so glad that my microphone is right. The guys ain't said nothing about it.
No, hold on one second. Hey, he said, yo, last time when you and DA was on, 2 Mondays ago, yo, DA didn't tell me nothing. I was like,
I said, DA, we good? Yeah, you sound good. I said, oh, you rocking along?
Wait, my stuff be all jacked up. My stuff be all jacked up, so you might have been sounding good to me, but you wasn't sounding to nobody else.
That's exactly what I said to him. I said, DA was your sound man? Okay.
I said, yo, that's all I had at the time, man. So he said, you sound good. I said, word. I said,
good,
okay.
Man, you good?
I played it back. I said, what in the hell?
I was like, man, I couldn't even clip that up, man. That thing was just,
what the hell?
Even on the audio side, man, I try to get as much out of it as I can, man. But shout out to all the fellas. I'm sorry, did you finish? I'm sorry.
Nah, man, everything's good. Yo, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Chasers, the family. Everybody enjoy your weekend. That's about it. Hey, man, what is it? Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi. Was it?
Go ahead. Give me 2 minutes on Jackson, Mississippi, kid. D does.
No, man. Hey, I want them to change their benches. It's not like a seated arena. Like, I'm spoiled. I've been spoiled. So just to stay like that, man. So
you thought you was gonna get
Dion got the saying.
Yeah, dog. I thought I was getting premium seating. It's like first come, first serve. It's you get there and they just, you just pack it in, man. But I enjoyed my time, man. It was a great time, great atmosphere. They said I missed it when Prime was down there. So, I said I probably, but Jackson State got the win, so it was good.
Yep. And I believe they're leading the SWAC conference.
They actually got a pretty good team, man. They was 4-1, they 5-1 now. So
yeah, shout out to my godson Sebastian.
Yeah,
St. Louis, man, holding it down there as one of the tight ends. But I don't have nothing special, nothing deep. Shout out to Dan in his absence, to the N1E in his absence, and to Ryan in his absence. Shout out to those fellas. Hey, man, shout out to one of the new additions to the Sports Chasers, man. Al been holding it down when it comes to baseball. Al is very
shout out to Al.
As you can see, he loves baseball, and I'm glad that the DA introduced us to Al, man. Like I say, he brings very much value, and he knows that baseball stuff, man. So, that's why I had to tell him. I said, Al, you got to explain to the people. They don't know what the wheel play is, man.
That was a good point.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that was a very good point that he brought up, man. And that's because a lot of teams don't bunt no more. So they don't know nothing about charging in and all that stuff, man. So the Dodgers are 3-1 in the bottom of the 8th. They win this game. This is going to be it. I don't think Milwaukee coming back.
Hey, what happened to Joe Flacco already? What did I miss?
It ain't him. They dropping the ball.
Yeah. They got something. Yeah.
Oh, they just keep dropping the ball, man. I almost feel bad for Flacco. They ain't got no O-line. He doing what he can.
Gotcha. Well, we're gonna watch the game. Well, we'll give you some. We'll let you know when we do a watch party. We could probably gonna do a test maybe sometime this weekend or maybe Monday, man. We'll let you know. But listen, we're gonna get on out of here. On behalf of myself, I'm Kevin L. Warren, your host and moderator, for Daryl D. Dubs Warren, for the DA, for Mike Mills, for Dan, for Ryan and Eric in their absence. Shout out to Al, our MLB contributor. Yo, this is the Sports Chasers podcast. Y'all be good, be great, have a great and blessed weekend. Hey, we'll holler at you on Monday for the Monday Night Football Blitz. Peace.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Sports Chasers podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms, and connect with us on all social media channels for exclusive content and updates. We'd also love for you to join the conversation, share your thoughts, and become part of the Sports Chasers community. And remember to tune in next time for some more real sports talk. Until then, stay frosty.